Power to the peoples. Oh yeah, we back with a new maintenance. Yeah. We're gonna rock like HAMP, Doom, and the Doom mics that came in. Everything looking good. Big up to my king out there, man. Rashad Bell, FC, man. You already know. We back, looking around, figuring it out, seeing what we could do. Huh? Trying to start a little. Let's see what we could do. Huh? Let's see what we could do. Talk dirty. You know the routine. Talk dirty. Like what you type, don't run. Don't run. They've been giving me a hard. I found out what I could do with the meta glasses now. I fixed them up. Pick up to my gas station. He had the gas station. He said, yo, bring it through. I brought it through. He hooked it up. But he told me I can't do certain things because I got to get more. So we're going to get more, man. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. We back with nothing. Nothing. Just talking about Suge Knight. Did he do? Will he solve 2 cases of Big and Pac? He might. He might. You know what I'm saying? He said it. He said, Joe, you solved the Tupac case, you solved the Biggie case. That's a blessing. That's a blessing for him to say, if you solved that case, you know who did the other case. We working. We back. Slowly. I see everybody out there, man. Welcome. Well, Suge Knight solved the 2 cases of Big and Pac. He said it. He said, if you solve one, you got the other one. Facts. That's how it go. I'm watching old shows anyway pertaining to that. You know what I mean? On how cases is going, looking and learning, going back. You know what I'm saying? To back to the classics of Law and Order. just looking around, finding things, listening, and guess what? The same cases being the same cases, just different profiles. I said, wow. Renee Smith, my queen, what up? Just trying to get them back. Just trying to get them back. They wild. Welcome to the show. So YouTube changed the blue coats to a shield, right? Then they changed the members because there ain't no colors here. So I guess they trying to help out to see people. They see the shield and they see the membership, right? Crown. So they changed it, and you can fast forward it. They got the red situ instead of the button, instead of the numbers. They show you the red dot going across. So YouTube is switching up. They moving fast. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how fast you gonna move with them. Team Virgo, what up? It's Virgo season. Where my Virgos at? Huh? Where the Virgos at? Where the Virgos at? We here. It's our time now. Come on in. Team Virgo, don't run. Listen, you know the routine. SUGE said, what? Well, you know, just talk about it. That's all you got to do. Just talk about it. The SUGE, what he said? You solve one, you solve the other. But you ask yourself, why, man? Why they want these brothers gone? Huh? Why they want to knock them off? What was so... man. See, we could go on and on, right? But we trying to figure out why. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible, man. It's terrible. What we gonna do? These people took 30 years. The shit was sitting in a drawer, box. Can you imagine you in 2 boxes? 3 of them. Check the box if you're ready for it. Put it in the box for next century. And put them in a box for a lifetime. Terrible hit. The box. The guy was like, yo, he's quitting media activity. Well, he got to do what he got to do. He said the residuals is not adding up to the bag. You know what I'm saying? It's not adding up. So look, and then he said, yo, he got to sign off on certain accounts to get his, how they said it, so he could do social media because they own the rights of his appearances. See, I had my agent fix that, man. Like, yo, you can't tell them people's about my side money. As long as I don't tell them about the upcoming movie or the upcoming next thing, I could probably explain what's next to come. Or maybe I can promote a month before the movie come out. You know what I'm saying? Give me that type of movement. You feel what I'm getting at? Because they own the rights to your... I had a guy who was on the news. I said, yo, let me get a situation. I got a few thousands on YouTube. He said, I can't. They own my appearance. I said, who? He said, Channel 2. He said he got to call his agent. Then they got to look at your work. See, that's why we got Team Impo. You know what I'm saying? They really serious about that image. They own your image. See, over here, we don't got none of that, man. We own our own work. When they ask who own HAMP Doom, I own HAMP Doom. I own the Doom Nation. I took over. It might be theirs in the world of writing the scripts, but over here on YouTube, this is my shit. I'm HAMP Cage. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the hero villain for hire. You know what I'm saying? Huh? That's me, man. HAMP Cage, man. You looking at them. They hired me to come here to talk dirty to you. But unfortunately, you niggas was out of town. So we had to work a little different. A couple of you Negroes was out of town. A couple of you bitches was out of town. But now we back. And my job right now as the supervillain of YouTube is to talk dirty to you. Because you a hoe. You a stone cold hoe for letting them do that to you. For letting them have you all over YouTube's platforms looking and searching. And you knew you was supposed to be right here having that talk. It's that grown man talk. Like I always tell you all the time. What do you need to know, loved one? Cause everything top shelf. If you snooze, you lose. Here's why we picking at them with nigga naps twisted, ribbon wraps gifted. Whew. I'm on that trick like a RZA track. If you slip, you get attached, slick attached, pity patch. Many mice is on that sticky track. Listen, man, it's here, Virgo season, nigga. Get your punk ass in the building, Virgos. Y'all know what time it is. And I better have things correct. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, baby. I know you here. I know. I'm talking about that other people that came through. Huh? See, I'm stuck with this, man. Anything after that, I go out, I ask for help, man. Yo, how you do this? How you do that? I'm a student all over again. I go back and ask them what's going on. Like today, I had my friend from the spot. He took care of it. I said, damn. I said, you must have had one of these Johns before. You had a tech store. He's like, yeah. I said, yo, you don't mind if I bring my tech in here, man? I'm bringing all the techs. He said, yeah, bring it through. I said, bet. The first thing we got to do, though, is you got to give me the Wi-Fi to the spot. He said he'll give me the Wi-Fi, and I'm going to take care of that situation like that so he can know what to do. And I told him, I said, yo, he owned the gas station. He said, nah, I don't want nothing. I go in there, I grab this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? He leave around, because it's only 3 right now. He said the other workers went on vacation. So I said, yo, I'm back. I go there. He said, oh, I said, who that? He said, oh, that's the worker. I said, where? I said, who owns the store now? You? He said, yeah. I said, cool. I said, yo, I'm going in the back. Grab my thing. Got my thing. I said, yo, I'm coming back. I said, yo, the Johns is messed up. He said, yo, I'm going to fix that. Bring it through. He was on his way out. I said, all right, I came back. Brought the whole system to him. He took care of it. I said, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? What I did? Oh, yeah, I took one yesterday. Took one a day. I'm going back tonight. Get another. Because I figured it out. I said, yo, my man got the whole thing. He running the whole system. I ain't got a vehicle, but I could cut your gas price down. You know what I'm saying? I can help you out with a container. Word up. I could tell my man, yo, he's throwing about maybe an extra 50 on top of that. You know what I'm saying? You just give me 10, you take the 40. Because, you know, I got that credit. And he like, yeah. I said, good, because I got the credit. I just take 10 off 100. I run off. Because I go up in there, I get the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I get up in there, it's the snack, it's the gas station. You know what I'm saying? What he got? Oh, nah, he ain't got the, he said he's going to. He's going to get like the little grab you a little something to eat. You know, a couple of them hot dogs for you and all that. It's going to be there for you. You feel me? You can have your couple of chicken. I told him, I said, yo, we're going to have to move this light. We're going to have to cut down. You're going to have to move this this container, this freezer. I don't know what type of drink it is. You might have to put it in a container over here, so that container could sit there, and then you could put the food there. Cause when the gas, people buy the gas, they could smell the food, and they could grab them a little bite while they filling up they tank. I said, yo, you know what, man? I said, I'm gonna help you out. I said, I'm gonna come through while I'm here. I'm gonna help with the sanitation. I'm gonna help you out with that. He said, cool. I said, yo, just give me the bags, mad gloves in there. So I'm gonna take the gloves, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go up in there and work it, because he need that. I told him, I said, yo, I've been walking through this John for like 10 joints. I ain't never seen no gas station clerk like the, you got that style that you, yo, that's people's. I see him every day. You see that, and I like that, because everybody else, they see you, and you go up in their spot and ask them, yo, let me walk up out of here with a 5-0 spot, you heard? Let me get a 50 spot on this. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Write it down. You know what I'm saying? They act like they don't know. I said, yo, I can't fuck with the store no more. I got like 2 stores. I got a restaurant lined up over here. You know, I got my hands in things. I got my man at the gas station. He's 24 hours. I just got to tell him, yo, tell the other guy at night, the guy with the white beard come through at night. He just need one. That's all. I just need one. That's it. Just give him one. He ain't got no dog food in there. He got snacks, drinks. That's it. We laying out the measurements for how we gonna put the whole thing in there, like 7-Eleven. It's enough space. It's enough space. We might have to cut that counter. It's a counter that run around. We might have to get that counter to the peoples at the counter cabinet. Tell them to come slice that little space right there, whole little container, put that right there, and we can have the wings and the hot dogs. Yeah, wings and hot dogs. Straight up and down. With the little pizza. Yeah, because he got the connections with those other pizza peoples over there, because he used to work over there. Because, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, we could talk to them. We trying to put our hands in that so we can get that running. Because I'm right down the block. It ain't no robberies or nothing over here. This shit is like gold mine. All you got to do is just put that talk to him. And I gave him the talk. I was like, yo, I'm OG. And a few times I ran down on him and did the presentation with the Doom show. Yeah, a few times I ran down on him. Did the Doom show there. Yep. The ladies brought orchids, white orchids and purple orchids for me. I never forget. The flowers was beautiful. Where there was 3 women. They had like, yeah, 2 plants apiece. I walked up out of there with 6 plants that day. I gave them away. You know what I'm saying? Because those plants, they real tedious. You know, they don't last too. I don't understand. I think you need a greenhouse, I told people, for plants like that. You grow orchids, you know what I'm saying? Because them things, they season now, but in the winter. I remember my man told me that. He ran the flower shop. He was like, yo, the best time to do this shit is around, you know what I'm saying, spring. You got to get busy. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the week, or I mean the rest of the months, we like deliveries and you know, family functions or functions, period. The layouts. It's not a bad job. It's wet. It's wet. Everything wet. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be. I work in a flower shop. Everything is cold. Yeah, spring is time best. Yeah, it's cold in there sometimes because some of the roses need to be, you know, smacked with some different air. I remember. Yeah, the flowers need to be on chill. Yeah. I was in the flowers, our Big Apple Flores. I never forget them. It was tough because they had this West Indian dude named Vinny, this bitch ass nigga. He was a stone cold sucker. You know what I'm saying? He realized what he realized, and I was like, yo, you ain't gotta realize that, man. This nigga was realizing some shit that he did not have to realize, like, yo, that's not your business. The job is deliver the flowers to this place. It's not your business if I was exceedingly paid. It's not your business. That was the only problem I had with that punk motherfucking nigga, Vincent. Probably see him to this day, might smack the shit out. Nigga was trying to fuck up the bag before we knew it was the bag. And then had a secret move because he was nearby the area code of Midtown, right? I was in Brooklyn. So me having to get to the frequency of that area code, I had to do a little movement. So this bitch nigga was be there and have the fucking layout until one day, you know what I'm saying, that Jacob Javits Center contract came through. And I was like, yo, if I get there like this, that, and the third, straight up, if I get there like this, that, and the third, I can make a different atmosphere. Because majority of the times, I would collect the rose heads. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the florist, he would probably be like, that's not good. But to me, it looked good. And I take them. And I have a, like a, somewhat like a cooler. But it's like a container. I have a container because it'd be like bottle length. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that, because the stem's long, but it'd be, so he had thrown. However, he knew what it was because he was professional. And my job was, damn, rolls on the floor. So I go pick it up and be like, yo, you need this? He was like, oh no, those are just there. Sometimes it's the velvet that they crunch on to keep so they don't slip. But sometimes it don't be needed. I don't know. That's how they thought. So I used to collect them shits and get the Jacob Javits Center quick. You know what I'm saying? At the time when we had them contracts, and I would get there quick, and I was knocking them shits off for like $1. You know what I'm saying? I was knocking them shits off like $1. Word up. With telling them I work for the company. Word. Mm-hmm. I ain't worrying about that no more. It's all good. I'm feeling the program, but I'm working the program. We at 25 minutes. So yeah, they're gonna sneak in. So I would do that, Renee. I would take the extra abstracts of the roses that he'll throw away, the lilies, any flowers. I would have a cart. They're the small cart. I remember bringing those in a small chair, the stool. Still have it. I sit there and I'll put 50 cents to for $1. Roses. Before the team get there, before all the flower arrangers get there, but Big Apple Florists had Jacob Javits Center. They had, I remember, man, Jacob Javits Center is wild. It's big, pause, and it's the shit is like they said, it is a center. It was areas that, you know, because, you know, yeah, it's an area that you could walk through. I seen the whole thing, man. It was the car shows is a man. I ain't really understood it, but it was just the square feet was enormous. I covered much as I can cover in those clogs, because I had some clogs. I made sure my feet was comfortable. I ain't had no Air Force Ones that day. I ain't had no Timbs, and I had the khakis. You know what I'm saying? The beige, and I had the beige tan Wallabies. The boot. Yeah. I had the boot. You know what I'm saying? When this noise is real, you heard that, no doubt. I had the boot. You know what I mean? I tied them up, made sure they was tied, because they floors was like how they floors was shellacked. So, you know, them clogs was easy work for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had to walk too rough. So I did that. But before I got there, I wore my Timbs. I wore my Timbs there. You know what I mean? Then when I went and they gave us the area to put our stuff in, I wore that. So I got there early. They said, I called the management of Jacob J. I said, what time people be? He said, they start. I said, what time can the workers start setting up they station? They said, anytime. I said, I could come right now. He said, yeah. So I remember that night. I had my flowers. I think I had the flower. Where I had the flowers at? Oh yeah, I had my flowers in the bodega freezer where they put the beers at, just to keep them cool. You know what I'm saying? So when the time comes, they stand up. So when the time comes, and it's so many people, the humidity, they'll start lagging. But the freshness of it will be for a few hours, and I could, they could, you know what I'm saying? The flowers will have enough strenuous, it could hold. Feel me, Renee? So I knew that trick from the florist, because the car drivers, the deliverers, had to go uptown sometimes, like up, and it'd be hot, and they got it in the back seat, or the back, and in the well, the SUVs, right? So they know to keep them fresh. That's why they be in a lot of water. So I would get there early. I would go to my man. He'd be 24 hours. I would tell him the night before. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I buy something out of the store and all that. He was cool with that. Yo, like, don't you? So I was telling my beloved the other day, I was like, yo, 6-packs was cheap. They was like $10. It was something like that. $7, something like that. What? Yeah, 175, 150. Yeah. Yeah, it was close to like $10. Sometimes maybe. Yeah. What was it? It wasn't. It was 150. It was 150. Right? Yeah, let me see. What was it? Was it 175? I think it was 175 or 150. It was $1.50, I think, for any Corona, Budweiser, anybody. No, like the bottles. I'm talking about like Coronas, Heinekens. The cans was like 75 cents. The Budweiser can. The 16, no. Yeah, the 16 ounce was, yeah, the 16 ounce was $1, right? And the 40 ounces was like, was it $4? Yeah, I think it was like, yeah, the 40 ounces was, because now the 40 ounces now is like $5. So I think it was like $3, maybe $4. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the 12-ounce cans was 75 cents. 16-ounce cans was $2. And the 40s was like $3.50. Yeah, I think it was like 350 because Coors Lights, they had, yeah, because that's, yeah, because Old Gold was like the same price. You know what I'm saying? And those was the days. 'Cause now it's like they put an extra $4 on top of that shit. And I remember reading it. I remember reading it in Harlem one day when I was going to get some Dutch Masters. Because, you know, I go check out my other team of writers, and one of them wasn't there, so I had to deal with the new guy. And he was like, yo, just bring Dutch Masters. And I remember bringing Dutch Masters to the format. I brought like 6 Dutch Masters, and the Dutch Masters was like $1. So 6 now was like $12. So back then it was just $6. So I used to go there, take out the pen and paper. He would have the same format of the person who was teaching me to work. He would put the Starsky and Hutch on. He would put Texas Walker Ranger. He liked it. Fuck that. He liked those, right? So the other teacher had that too. So I used to be like, damn. Cause I'd be nodding off on it. After like 2 L's, I'd be asleep. Like, oh snap, with the pen and the paper. And then he'd be like, what did you see and shit? And I'd be like, yo, something like this. He's like, okay, let's jot it down. And then we'd jot it down, fix it up. And then my beloved would come through, the other teacher, right? He'd come through and whatnot, the other mechanic. And I say, yo, this is what it is. This is when I lost the other page and shit. So I was like, word, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? HAMP Cage in the building. HAMP Cage, man. Just HAMP Cage. But look, straight up and down, B. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. Now we got the other. I'm going to explain to him. And I got the other people in Brooklyn. They got the tech spot. They got these flyers for me. He said he could make these shirts like this. I said, yo, I'm bringing the shirt to you. I need that ink. He got it. So we're going to talk to him and get him 25 cents off of $1. So I'm going to tell him this got to go through different manufacturers. And I got to run and sneak around the back door and fix that. Because let me tell you something. Suge said that shit. Suge Knight. Sugar said that shit. He said it. Listen, it took 30 years. 30 years. Let me tell you something. The people family is not really here. The world will feel good. The world will feel good. And the sad part about it, the record sales will go over the extreme amount of money. Boy, I'll tell you something, man. It took me like hip-hop 50 years to see this shit. We saw a little bit in school, but that was school. It wasn't really an atmosphere of getting down to the nitty-gritty, besides getting into the hustle world of doing a different hustle. This is amazing work. I see you. See, what was his problem is Renee, his daddy. They told him his daddy had a great gene hiding. Because he got daddy issues. Well, his daddy should have kept it in his genes. His life had a better fight on the bed sheet trying. And not only that, right? His daddy was too cool to go to flight school, to learn how to fly planes to the friendly skies. Nah, he told him he had to do what he had to do to put food on his plate to dine. You mean to tell me when God gave him drive, to give y'all better lives? And that big meech back up singing ass nigga left your moms alone out here alone for the latest ride? That done plague your mind? See, that's the problem with this guy right here. His daddy not here. Talk dirty. Talk to him. Talk to him. We already explained to him that this is grown man talk. His daddy's Father's Day is not here for it. Every day is messed up in his mind. He wake up, he got to eat. He don't know. He's sick. But look, let me finish up. Talk dirty. Talk dirty. Yeah, we're talking to this guy right here who daddy left his mama alone for that latest ride. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a bitch. He's a bitch. Bring him in the building. I love it. So, yo, I remember that shit. And even back then, when I was working with what was his name again? Because he was half Italian. When we had the pizza shop, you know what I'm saying? Right there. Where was that shit at? Oh, that was at Bensonhurst. I ain't understand, but I took the train there. And I'll tell you the story, man. Yo, got nice. Hitting some peppermint vodka or something. And some type of daiquiri. It was like pina colada. So you know me, I'm in having a good time with these guys doing the pizza. Cause I knew the sneaker store and the clothing store was right next door. So I could go get me a little something and take it back to Brownsville and do my thing. And say I got another store on the low. You feel me? That's how I was moving. Cause back then, you had to get the fly shit. And if you caught the nigga in the same store that you was in, one of y'all had to leave. It depends on who got there first. But still in all, you know you had to leave. He's like, oh, he went to that store? Dead. I'm gonna go get another store. And that's when I started to realize the rack. Like Kohl's, before the Targets and shit. Marshall's and all the little department stores that had the rack. And the shit was in the cut. And I was like, oh shit, this is the shit that I ain't seen in a long time. Put that outfit together, wear that in the hood, get on the street corner, do my work. Next thing you know, yo, where you get that from? You fly. You know what I mean? You fly like that. You had to put things together when nobody had them things together. Cause you knew the sneakers was the same size, colors and shit. So you had to get another pair of shoes. See, the boot camp clique brought that out with the Timbs and all that. You know, I didn't wear too much. I started to get hiking Timbs. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the hiking Timbs, you know what I'm saying? Instead of the Timberlands that niggas was wearing. Cause I saw them, I was like, yo, those look fly. But the hiking Timbs got me through a lot of situations. So especially when jumping through backyards and all that, running through forest leaves and shit like that. Those hiking Timbs come into play. See, niggas is trying to run in construction Timbs. Those are not running boots. Those are not hiking boots. Those are stand still, construct the business type boots. That's how I understood footwear. I said, man, look at this shit. So I would find all the hiking Timbs, which they had some fly ones too. Only thing about it, they are not made for they're not too much grip. You can slip and slide on those. But hiking, for what they said is made for, them things got that style, B. I'm telling you, man. Talk dirty, man. We in the building with 41 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I never ran from the police, man. Nah. I think we ran twice. I think I ran twice in my hustler life, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I ran twice. One on Georgia and Hagerman, and one on New Lots, Miller and New Lots. Yep. I've ran twice. Not from no police, though. I think we ran once from a crackhead. But he had a pump shotgun. Now, I remember seeing him buying, and we were selling trays and nickels. So he was like, yo, let me get some trays. So he got some trays. He bought a lot. He handed us a lot of money. I think my man served it, because we was doing both. But either he account and I serve, or he serve, I count. So I count. And of course, it's 3 timetables. So he's like, yo, let me get 15 trays. So we was like, no doubt, we're gonna give you 16. Just to make it an even number, you heard? He's like, cool. So he was like, all right. So as he like putting the work back inside his bag and shit, I'm hearing something clicking, like loading, like something is falling into a chamber. But so when I look, there was more clients coming in. So when I look, I was like, damn, that's a big ass capsule. You know what I'm saying? I thought the nigga got a 50 somewhere down the block or some shit. Like, damn, that's a bright ass orange. Or type red orange or something. However the shotgun shell's color was, orange, red. I just thought it was a capsule. So he dropping that shit into a chai. I'm not even, cluster clients coming in and shit. So my man, he's already like, how much you got? In the process of people coming and shit, talking to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good, man. We got it. I'm almost just that, but still got my eye on the nigga over there. Why is he standing there? You know what I'm saying? And he had a sword off, so it wasn't real long. He, wasn't no trench coat shit. It was like spring, summer type shit. So he was just probably clicking the shit to drop. So I ain't paying attention. I'm just looking at son. I'm like talking to him and whatnot. This dude leaves. He leaves, comes back like 10, 15. And he had that talk. Like, yeah, that shit was fire. Before fire. He was like, yo, it's good. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna give a name that it was talking about back then. So he like, yo, this shit is all right, man. It's a 9. Give it about a 9, 8, 9, you know what I mean? And I'm selling it. Yeah, we just put it together, fresh off the plate. You know what I mean? Left again. Yo, you straight? You straight? Yeah, I'm straight. I'm not just came to tell you the work is good, because I've been getting beat. And now, that's when it hit me. I said, oh, man, this guy got beat. What happened? My man holding the conversation, instead of saying, nah, not here, we the real deal. I think more clients came in. This time a load. So the shit was flicking. Let me get 5. Yo, let me get 3 of yours. Hit him with 2 of mine. Somebody, let me get 6. Yo, let me get 2 of yours, and I give him 4 of mine. Me and my man was hustling like that, right? So everybody could eat at the same time instead of one pack. So we broke it down. Anybody come for an even number, we'd take half and half. If it's an odd number, then we'd do it twice. If the odd number come through, you'll take the percentage, I take the other percentage, add up the same. So to be fast. And majority of the times we'll be leaving with like, I be left with like 10, 15 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Depending if you gave out somebody that came with a short and all that. So that counted too. So this dude was just, as soon as he said, because niggas is selling dummies out here. And, you know, trays was big, $3 bags, but it means something. I had a bad experience with it like maybe 1 time, 2 times. And then I said never again, because it recoiled you back to me when I needed something. And the motherfucker gave us the win. And I was like, oh man. I remember my little man tried to whip that shit back. That nigga whipped that shit back to a half an 8 ball. I was like, what? He was like, yo, this shit was bad. So he was like, yo, just knock this off, which was 10 minutes. Person came and said, give me 4. Yo, take the whole thing, 5 for 40. Went up there, he put this bag to it, and we got a bigger one. No doubt. They ain't not in the building, but we're going to get them in the building. So that whole action was complete work, man. I remember. Complete action. Word. Never forget. So he came through, right? And Lord and behold, I think he said, I just want to make a statement. He ain't try to shoot us. I think he tried to back us down. So when he came through, I think my man E was serving and I was just looking. Now we about to be done. So this nigga timed the shit because we had a rush. And everybody was buying 5s, 10s, 3s. Remember, we selling trays. So it's 9, 15, you know what I'm saying? 3 timetables and shit. So he was watching. Then this nigga came back. I saw that, like, it was beige brown, caramel brown, one barrel. Wasn't a double barrel. No, it wasn't. Nah, it wasn't a double barrel. I think it was a double barrel, sawed off, yeah. And the first thing we was like, we can't get hit with this. And he got buck repellents, so he wasn't trying to shoot. No matter where he shot at, the shit could ricochet. None of us need to get hit with no propellants from out of a buck shotgun, sawed off. So the nigga came through the door, and I saw it just as he was getting ready to release it. I think I jammed him between the door. He didn't drop it. I didn't snatch because I didn't want him to trigger, you know what I mean? To hit the trigger. So I jammed him between the door just for enough for us to escape. And how we did it, being that we was on the first floor, I think, because when we jammed him, he chased for about a minute. How did we escape? Because all I remember, we got through some backyards, and I'm thinking, because the only thing we know is that we had, The guy said always run to the back. Make sure the door is locked. So that was good. So we run through the back. You can't get to the spot. It just run and that's it. So I was like, all right. So we remembered, yo, we gotta run through the back. So my man said, over here. Because I pushed the door. He said, over here. So I released it, ran, much as and all I was doing was trying to wiggle my hands so the nigga, you know what I mean? So wiggling like, yeah, running, wiggling. So get to the back. We managed to hop one gate. Still hear him. Now he's threatening. I'm gonna pop one of y'all niggas now. I was just trying to rob y'all niggas got me going. He was saying shit like that. He was like, nah, we ain't even trying to do that, nigga. We ain't even trying to give up nothing after we hooked you up. So, all because the appearance was good. It wasn't thug looking. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just some dope boy look. Fly. You know? Son Jordans got messed up that day, but see me, I had hiking Timbs on, so my shit was perfect. You know what I mean? And I remember us asking this family, yo, we being chased right now. With someone with a shotgun. So they looked. I like, yo, we just want to run through. Can we just run through, please? It ain't no, we got to keep high. Then dogs down the block. So we like, can we just, he's still trying to recover from what side we ran. So we had like 35 seconds ahead of the movement. We was 35 seconds ahead of him. Because mind you, I had the door closed over here. Hit that. Then slapped another door to slow him down. Because now, people still there. We already got their money. We got the work. So nothing was spilled. I think niggas dropped like, because he told me, he said, yo, I think I dropped a few of them things. I said, I said, yo, man, I think we left about $600 right there. You know what I mean? Only thing about those people's, those clients, they wasn't shook. Because it ain't for them. Normally, it don't be for them, right? Be for the dealer. So they looked. They was hoping that we dropped the remaindings of what we had as a fucking Skittles and shit on the ground. So I think Son did that as a distraction to make a commotion, which he said he did to get us to say over here. Because I'm still holding the door. Mind you, he's making a sale, so I got the door, I'm collecting the money. And I'm yelling out 6, 7. 2 to my man, 3 of the people, they in the line, so he knows, like, boom, boom, boom. So I got the money, they coming in, he pulling out the shotgun, talking about, yo, this is what it is. I'm like, oh, jammed him. Son, it's going down. He like, what? I said, Son came back. He was like, what's that? I said, Son got the bag on him. Son got the... So everybody like scattering around. He's like, hold it. Pushed it, jammed him. Over here, that's all I heard. Ran through. I seen people on the floor scattering around because the bag burst. As soon as I told him, I said, yo, Son. Because I thought it was the pigs, but it wasn't. It was him. So I was like, yo, this shit is psych. Let me heavy up and jam him by the door, push him. This nigga go to the lady, we run, hop the gate, nigga shirt rip and shit, not mine, his shirt rip. Cause the last time that happened, I was in New Jersey when shit like that happened. I ripped my lacrosse long sleeve lime color shirt. Tell him, Pop. Yo, listen. When I ripped that shirt climbing the barbed wire fence and lost my fucking Yankee hat, brand new, I was disgusted for the whole fucking time I was there in New Jersey. I told them niggas, you gotta drive me back home. Then I'm in New Jersey wearing basketball outfits, not knowing I'm in a color zone. Man, I had to wave down the cab and say, yo, I'm from somewhere. The dude said, where you from? I said, I don't know. I said, I'm from New York City, but I came with some peoples to hang out, family function. He said, just tell me the area, I can help you. I said, yo, the area look like this, look like that. Look like some buildings. He said, I know where you at. So he said, yo. I said, yo, I ain't even got no money. I said, yo, I saw some people. I'm from New York City. I saw some people. I didn't know what was going on. So he said, all right, cool, this is on me. Then I get back. Then I threw on the Spurs, being that that's black and white, no color. I had the Pistons. I had the fucking, what other colors I had? San Francisco's and shit. Stupid shit. But then we went to the club. I got fly with that damn collared, long sleeve, lime lacrosse shirt with the alligator. Man, oh man. Shit. All because a stupid nigga wanted to act stupid. That's what happened. That's why I don't go there no more with them niggas. Niggas went there, fucked up my shirt. I can't even find that shirt no more. I'm telling you, man. Amazing. Come on through. Yeah, you ain't talking dirty enough. We just sitting here chilling. He got him a flask. Found him a nice one. That cognac in. But look, this 30-year thing, man. It's a sad watching this, man. Tupac, Biggie. SUGE said if you solve Tupac's murder, you'll solve the Biggie Smalls murder. This is amazing work. See what money could do? Bad. Very sad. Tell them that. Yeah, we have 60. 4 more minutes. Let's see. Let's see. What we got in the store? Just that? 130? All right, cool. Okay, what we was looking at. Let me see the name of this. All right, cool. We'll catch that on the rip. All right. What did we see yesterday? Nothing, right? Let's just find out what was going on. Somebody said something. Somebody said something. This Keefy D shit is crazy. DJ Vlad jumped on it. Day 6. He got about 1,000 in the show already. Terrible. Here it is. We just got a thumbnail. Hoping we can snack up on the snacks. And look what they out there doing. Oh, they working to the max, boy. You heard? It's sad to know that those guys is gone, man. I don't know. They gotta do what they gotta do. We hope that justice is served, man. Chain worth nothing but $300. Worrying about his chain.
He was there, and the money's collected. Trade the three definitely guys from there. His name was and talking shit to him and shit like that. Shit. Some homies came to the door, he seen them. Nice. They even socked the dude head, snatched his chain. I would never snatch that guy's chain. Never. Marcus snatched his chain. Chains wasn't worth fucking $300. Petty ass, bullshit ass chain. They'll scratch a little,
petty chain. Well, we hope they get justice, man. We coming back.